Let's take a look at the picture we have on screen. Basically, two main problems that I see here, besides that the bride's dress is blue. It's the most common color problem. The sky is completely blown out. And worse, there's a car over there. That's not helping anybody. And how's our focus? Our focus is okay. The shot's kind of noisy. It's shot at 640 ISO. All right. So what are we going to do? The first thing is, it's just way, way too big. So let's, if you really look, you're still showing they're in a field. Everything is, all the things being equal. They're still in a field, but at least they're close enough so you can see who they are. It's not like you're looking through a telescope. All right, that's number one. Number two, our color is pretty horrendous. So let's go and let's add some warmth to it. I'm going to look at her dress until it turns white and his thing turns white. You can sometimes use the eyedropper and just hit a gray area. Yeah, it looks a little too greenish. Plus, it's later in the day. You can see the sun's kind of setting over this way. We can just warm it up. Let's hit auto and see what we get as our starting point. Auto doesn't like sunsets. It doesn't like sunsets. It doesn't like sunrises, so we'll do it manually. Let's go double click the auto whites, auto blacks. At least we got a little of our sky back. I don't know if we're going to do anything with that sky. Now I'm lowering the highlights. See if we can bring some of that sky back. But you do have the bright sun there, and it may not be an issue. You may kind of think, oh, well, that was kind of cool. Let's try lowering the exposure a little bit more. See, I'm trying to make the sky look good. Let's do that separately. But I think we've got enough of the sky back to where that's not bad. Let's open up the shadows a little so we don't lose his jeans. And then let's try this. Let's go to the masking tool. Let's go to select sky. And let's just see if maybe we can pull down the exposure on just the sky without destroying the rest of the picture. Now, I'm not crazy about the color there. I don't know about you. The color's a little funky. Can we add some magenta into it? And maybe even desaturate the color just a hair. It just looks a little fakey, even though that's the real color that was, well, I don't know if it's a real color that was there. It's a color that was there. Let's pull back the highlights a little. Kind of getting there. It's not super. I still think this image needs to get cropped in a little tighter. You're still getting the field and everything else, right? And that's not probably the best crop, but this is getting better. We're getting there. Let's take a look at where we started. So we're getting there. It's a little better, right? All right, let's click open. Now, are we going to let this truck over here? I guess we could do generative fill. All right, that did better. Let's look at our variations. There we go. That one right there. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Now, here's what else I would do. This in here. I'm afraid if I select it and use generative fill, what it's going to do is erase that stuff. So I would probably go to the rubber stamp tool and try to just continue it. I would go here. And I'm using a softer edge brush than I probably should. But I'm just giving you the idea. What else would I do? I might soften the whole scene. This is an easy way to do it. Duplicate the layer. Go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. Let's add a nice blur to the whole scene, like a 50 pixel blur. Look how soft that is. Click OK, and we're done. No, you got to do this. You're going to drop the opacity to like 20% or less. And what it does is it just makes the whole scene look a little dreamier. I mean, you've got some romance going on here, so I think maybe something like that would be acceptable, something along that range. And there's more you could do to it. You could put some light coming in or whatever, but I think that's all right. And sharpen it, of course. Don't have to tell you that, but, sharpen a Rooney. And standard sharpening applies. Yeah, I think we're good. All right, let's go look at the original. So that's what we started with, and we're ending up here, which is bringing them closer. It's fixing the road up. It's getting rid of the truck. It's bringing back some of the sky. There was no sky here, and at least we have some of the actual real sky that was there. Of course, we could have done a sky replacement and all that.